Hello everyone, Thranks is here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 29, where we're getting our oxygen rooms set up here. Otaku Samurai and Craig working on one room. We got Sylvia Fox, Justin B working on the other, getting stuff done. We have all the food we could ever hope for, but we've turned the printing pod off for the time being because we are hurting for oxygen. In fact, we have quite the CO2 bubble forming over here just due to low oxygen pressure. And we're trying to keep up. We got some extra algae. We will hopefully catch up, but we have a lot of duplicates. So we need a lot of oxygen. And hopefully that's what this room will set us up with. Now the other half of that is we're going to cool that air. Hopefully. Using some, not hopefully, but we are going to use some air conditioning over here, which will give us some passive heat from the machines themselves for our pinch of pepper plants. And, yeah, so that will be good. For now, we're going to have to dig all of this out and try to figure out just exactly how high we want to go with this. I'm thinking we'll just do 3 high here instead of 4 high and try to continue the conservation of space. So let's see. These are going to be more pinch of pepper plants. And of course we're going to make these hydroponic because we want to run more of our dirty water over here. Nope, that's not in the right spot. Just like that. We're going to have another gas permeable here, and then gas perm there. And then we'll just continue it up, 1, 2, 3. So we'll just follow the same pattern up this way. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right. That might be enough for now. Possibly. I think we can go ahead and, well, we sort of need a ladder on both sides. We're going to have to break this open. This is going to be a lot of chlorine for our morb to handle. Let me see, we're also going to need a ladder here to deconstruct these. And then what I'm going to do is put our storage down here for our bleach stone that we're about to get. Okay. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit, let everybody get some work done. We'll get another mechanized airlock there, and I think we'll probably even get one there as well. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and deconstruct that. That can be replaced with the gas permeable tile. That way they have a tile to step out onto. Now, I don't think that's necessary anymore. There used to be a glitch with duplicates interacting with a ladder directly on the other side of an airlock door, but just out of habit, I'm going to do it anyways, just to be safe. Okay, a lot of digging here. Let's wait to see how that's going to go. All right. And we're going to have polluted oxygen being pumped around the base. But we have some filters running in various areas, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. The main thing is going to be figuring out where we want the hydrogen generators to be set up. And my initial thought is to have it somewhere over here. Perhaps even right over here on this section. This area is kind of getting a little weirdly blocked off. And this area here can be deconstructed like that. It's not going to end there anymore. I'm not sure how exactly I want to do that just yet. Not 100% sure. We do have some heat here to deal with. Perhaps we need insulated tiles on the top, otherwise they're going to leach heat from these other areas. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. We're just going to cancel the buildings here and replace them with insulated tiles, like so. And then it's going to be the same thing here. We're going to go insulated tiles like that. We're still going to have some heat generation in these rooms just due to the electrolyzers and the gas pumps themselves. We can always put Wheezewort plants underneath where the warm oxygen will be coming out, because the rest of the oxygen that is captured by these gas pumps should get cooled off plenty well enough over here. So I'm thinking we don't really need these ladders anymore, actually. We don't need these at all, because we're going to put gas permeable tiles here and there and here and there. And then you guys can just dig yourselves out. Look at that. Nobody got trapped. Everybody figured it out. Wonderful. So for the utilities, we've got a thermoregulator, which I built this one for up, didn't I? I did. Shame, shame, shame on me. Which means that this one is also in the wrong. I'm kind of glad I noticed that now, at least. Okay, good. So let's reanalyze how we're going to do that. Alright. So, try that again. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then we don't need that ladder anymore either. Actually. We can go ahead and get rid of that as well. And we'll just have everybody using this single ladder that will go the entire length of... No! Stop. 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 Cancel. We're just going to deconstruct the tile. Please and thank you. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And this can be deconstructed. We don't need it anymore. And this ladder can go away. These are going to be just for bleachstone, and I don't even think we're going to need that many, to be totally honest. And we don't have any dug up yet, so we can't select it. That's fine. Soon enough, soon enough. We'll get some more chlorine for our morb. Now, I don't think one morb is going to be able to keep up with all the chlorine, so we might have to hire an intern at some point. Perhaps. In fact, let's just deconstruct this building. I don't think we're going to need that there. And this ladder will continue down like this. Wonderful. So then we'll go gas permeable tiles here and there. And back to the hydroponic farm tiles, which are going to go here. Okay. So we're getting it situated. It's going to be a little... No, it's not bad at all, actually. That'll make sense. We can dig out here. And... that looks good. Okay. Back to our hydroponic farm tiles can go here, and then we need one up here. Eventually. Dig these out, you and you. How many rows do we want to go? That's the real question. I think perhaps one more. Yeah, because we're going to continue it over. We're going to chop into this bleachstone. It's about time we got some bleachstone anyways. I guess we should leave this vent. No, let's not leave. These are going to be insulated tiles up here. We want to try and trap the heat as best as possible. So then what we'll need is something like... we'll have to break this continuous ladder up, unfortunately. Or we could just... yeah, let's discontinue that ladder, and instead we'll continue this ladder up. Wonderful. That'll work. And if we have to wrap the top in insulated tile, we can. I don't necessarily think we will need to, though. Alright, so back to the utilities. A thermoregulator. Does it say how much it cools? The cooling factor minus 14. Huh. So we might just want 2 of them to start with and see how it goes from there. So I think we'll do 1 here and we'll do 1 there. Just to start with. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we'll let everybody get to work on that while we come over here and figure out our piping situation. Okay. Insulated pipes are what we're going to need going into insulated pipes are going to need to go into the I guess there's no clean way to do that. Do insulated pipes have a negative decor? I imagine they do. Slightly. Okay. Well, where can we meet them in the middle? Oh, you know what? Why don't we just, yeah, why don't we just do this? We'll just meet them in the middle like that. Okay, so our insulated pipes... Yeah, that's going to have to happen. Yep, we're going to have to tile all of that. Alright, so the insulated type's going to go in to the intake, come out the outtake, and then go into that intake, and then come out this one. This area is just not going to be very pretty. There's not a... is there a better way to do this? See, we could give ourselves some pipe bridges. Okay, perhaps that's the way we want to do it. Let's rethink that. Okay, so if we go with... Oh, but a gas pipe bridge isn't really insulated. Is it? Okay, I see how we're going to do this. We're going to march across like this, and then just go up like that, and then this guy can go back down there like that. So that's still a lot less pipe exposed. Although I don't think pinch of pepper plants really have that much positive decor rating anyways. Alright, so at this point, this air will be coming out over here cool. That's where the insulated pipe will stop. That air is going to come out 30 degrees colder. Now we can always rig it up to feed into more of these thermoregulators should we need them in the future. But I think to start with, that's not going to be necessary. Now the other thing we're going to want is... what do we have a lot of? Granite, igneous rock. Okay. We're going to want to insulate our pipes that are carrying the hydrogen as well, because it's going to be pretty warm temperature, and we don't really want that to be a problem. Yeah, this area is just not going to look that good. There's not a lot we can do about that. They shouldn't get any pressure confusion. They should... Yeah, we'll see. Famous last words, right? Again, the pipe bridge isn't insulated, so... I could run them around the back end, but I have a feeling I'm going to need more oxygen rooms than this in the future. Has this valve been built yet? Good. So here was my thought, because in the comments it was pointed out that these gas generators will not actually keep up with the fertilizers. So my plan was to feed into this valve and turn the valve off. If the natural gas backs up in the pipes, then I can open up that valve, and then if I need to, I can let the valve go. seems to be keeping up with 8 fairly well. This section up here is about to slow down. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so now we can set this one, because remember, we were clearing out the polluted oxygen. So now we can set it to only trigger if it's above a kilogram. I'd like it to be right at a kilogram. Thank you. This one down here by the fertilizer machines should be, yep, if above 860, which might even be if it's above 700. Because I think this pump is going to have enough that it's, yeah, it's feeding that pipe fairly well, even at 800 grams. So that one's going to need to run more often. This is going to need tiles, or else it's going to look really wonky. And then we can dig these out so everybody can walk. Okay, so where do we put the hydrogen generators? Do we put them here? I'm thinking maybe. We have all these generators running, but I don't... Why have these stopped? I'm not producing enough natural gas. Maybe we need to turn off more than one. We could turn off this one in a very similar way. You know what? Let's do that. I'd rather have the option. Right, so we're going to do kind of the same thing over here. We're going to deconstruct this pipe right here. This one seems like it was struggling to maintain positive pressure anyways. And as soon as somebody does that, we will set ourselves up a valve. Yes, just like this. It'll be intake and output. And then if the pipe's back up again, we have another release valve we can turn on. That will work. That will work very well. I like that. This system is running fine. This is wasting electricity. It's not necessarily wasting water, but it is wasting electricity. We can turn that off. And your flow rate will be 0. Thank you. Now the reason we're short on natural gas is it's going to take time for this room to build back up to its pressure. And there's milligrams of polluted oxygen. Really? If only I'd had it down just one. Just one! Alright. So we're just going to have this pump run until this room is a full-on vacuum and there's no polluted oxygen, not even milligrams. I don't want to break the seal of that room again. But at this point... Okay, this one over here is not getting any. Well, let's see, because this one's about to start feeding quite a bit into it. And ideally, without the milligrams messing it up, it would have started feeding sooner. Alright. Looks good. Looks like it's backing up. Yep, there it goes. So now all of them that are connected are running. That's good. Okay. So we're still getting this work done. Oh, back to the hydrogen generators. Let's take a look at the size of this thing. So it's a 4x3. I don't know how much hydrogen, how many generators we're going to be able to run. Now, in theory, as I'm thinking about it, it says it produces 112 grams per second of hydrogen per electrolyzer, and the generator just uses 100 grams a second. So in theory, one electrolyzer should power one hydrogen generator. But I have a feeling that that is not how it's going to work. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take apart our coal generators. We'll probably put them back somewhere else, but for now, they don't really need to be here. And the lost art, I'm sorry, Kitsune Opal, it's, oh, and you're having to take down your own statue. Well, it's for the greater good. You know, just know that. Just know that it is. Hydrogen generator can go here, and then one can go here. And we'll just start with 2. 2 should be fine. In fact, because 2 is fine, let's cancel the deconstruction of this coal generator, and... well, let's get those out of the way, and then we'll look at where the statues can go. Now, I did mess with the jobs a little bit while I was sound testing to start this episode. I pretty much re-enabled every job for every person so that I could kind of look at it and come at it with a fresh vision and see what exactly I wanted to do for that. Hopefully these insulated pipes will keep the cold out of my pinch of peppers. We'll see. I'm not sure how well the insulated pipes work in the new agricultural upgrade. This is my first time using them. I know before they were pretty much a waste. They really didn't do much of anything. We're going to see if that is still the case. I don't believe it is, but we will see. Well, that's not acceptable. Right, just like that. Okay. Good, so now we'll go to our hydrogen generators. Say one there, and one there. Excellent, there's still some room for art. You always have to have room for art. I like to have art everywhere. So then the question becomes, how do we control this? I think it's going to be with some gas valves. Wait. Cancel. No! Ugh, that's what I get. That's okay. We will rebuild. Okay. So I'm going to put the gas valves on top of this statue. One here. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Wrong button. And then one there. Okay. So the gas pipes are going to be kind of visible and they're going to ruin our decor a little bit, but that's fine. So we'll have one there like that, and one like that. And in that way we can control if we have one or both active and how much they get, and it'll help us measure their usage. So it looks like we are starting to back up. Food is decayed. Rotten frost bun. Somebody just left a frost bun laying on the floor? But these are set to store everything. Why? They have power. It's just because their priority is turned down. Well, we're going to turn it up to a 7. I want our food stored in the refrigerators so it doesn't spoil. Thank you. We're trying to get a food surplus. Thank you very much. All right, so for this, we're going to need a ladder here. And we're just going to do, I think, gas permeable tiles here is probably okay. And then some tiles here, and then actually we'll probably do insulated tiles along this wall here. About like that, just to try to keep some of this heat out. And in fact, we might as well just continue that run down there. Okay, so for this, we're going to need to dig this part out and then dig that part out. Easy enough. Still getting the work done here. Why is everybody picking up? Oh, the algae. Yeah, we need the... oh, because we're running out of algae again. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if... let's cancel this one. We'll just cancel that one. Yeah, we need this oxygen generation system online rapidly. So let's up this to all of priority 7. And hopefully we'll get that done. We can start planning out where we want our vents to be. This is going to need to be done. For now, we're just going to hit these with insulated tiles, although probably not right there because it's going to be easier to give ourselves an airlock. Yeah, it's going to be easier to give ourselves an airlock, and we'll just continue that like this, and then we'll get some more gas permeable tiles here. And we'll cancel these insulated tiles. We'll just stick with the gas perm for now. I'm sort of under the gun to get this oxygenation area done rather quickly. So I don't think this is going to be how I leave. In fact, I know this is not going to be how I leave everything. It's just for now, we really need to get this going. Yeah, that'll work. We won't quite break out on that area just yet. And then do we want the temperature to... No, I feel like this area needs to be pretty well contained except for the oxygen coming out there. So we're going to do insulated tiles here and there as well. We can always do more Wheezeworts by the door. And this room doesn't quite have the... Oh, it's again because I didn't want the door right up against the ladder. That's why that one only has 1 spot instead of 2. That's fine. That is not the end of the world. Everybody's spending their time getting all this algae, when instead we need this kind of stuff set up. So we're going to switch over to priority 7s here so that it can get done. Because everybody's spending all that time ferrying stuff back and forth to the algae deoxidizers. This needs to be opened. This chlorine got in here. This is bad. Open this. Open it. It's just trapping this chlorine in here. Thank you. And let's go ahead and put some tiles down. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that chlorine will exchange out in this direction. Instead, it's all wafting into the base. That's not good. Not good. We don't have the oxygen pressure here to push it back out. Well, we kind of do, but it's... we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, the work is getting done. You're going to need to be hydrogen as well. All right, transformers. Let's talk transformers. We're going to need... why does this wire run all the way up there like that? Okay, so that wire is literally just going to be the massage tables by the time we're done. Okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit of remodeling there with that. And by that I mean we're going to destroy those wires and these wires. And instead, at a high priority, because I want it done right now, we're going to connect you there. And I guess I could have left those just fine. Okay, that is going to cause a problem. Let's just watch and see how it gets messed up. Okay, back at a priority 9, connect these wires here like this. That didn't really make everything super easy to see, but yeah, it did kind of, it added all that, it took away all that extra stuff that we did not need. So this one's going to need to be fed in, and so is that one. Which means we're going to have to destroy this and this for wire bridges. There and there. That way we can work our small wires up past the megawatt wire. And don't forget to dig those out as well to get the corner there. Oh, look at all this clutter. All that clutter is going to have to be taken care of. Eventually. Now what we can do to help ourselves get rid of this polluted water a little faster is we can go ahead and start adding the plumbing for the pinch of peppers. How is that ladder still there? I was almost positive that I had queued those for... Oh, because they haven't dug to them yet. Okay, that's fine. I understand. Okay. This area here is cooling off a little bit. Wheezewort really can't compete with all this heat in here, but it's going to have to compete against all of the heat from the electrolyzers and the air pumps. So it better figure out how it wants to do that, and quickly. This is just kind of running there. I don't think that's going to be the smartest way to do it. Not that I'm no longer going to draw the wall there, so we can actually cancel the pipes to here. And then we can go back. Nope, gas pipe, please. At a 7. And we'll just connect it down like that. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that should cool the air down, what, 30 degrees? So it should be down in the 10-degree range. Rotten pinch of pepper nut. Whoa. These things filled up fast. Okay, well then... Wait, no power? Hold up. You're not getting power because you guys have not been built. These wire bridges are important, everyone. Very, very important. Let's get those done, pretty please. And then we'll go back to these electrical wires, which, yeah, I'm going to put at a 7, sure. So, let's see how we're going to do this. I think if we just jump them beyond the statues, that'll be fine. Yep, that should work. This wire can cut over here. And we're going to continue this ladder up to there. This one's going to have to cut on the inside. Oh, I don't really want to do that. Do I want an atmospheric pressure gauge here? No, these pumps are going to have to run continuously. So instead, and we don't want to go through that door either. So we'll just loop it around. That's fine. The other one will do the same. It will come in over here. And wrap all the way around and get these pumps. And that valve. And this one will be... No. Cancel wires there. Thank you. Over this direction. Because it can't really... Yeah, it can't really go through the floor there. So instead we're just going to run it up behind the statue. Just like that. Sure, I'm good with that. Our refrigerators are back up and running. Wonderful. Food has decayed. Rotten pinch of pepper nut. Kitsune Opal! How did this happen? As long as you can breathe up here. Oh, and Sylvia Fox too. Oh, Sylvia Fox is like, no time to sleep. We've got work to do. We've got to dig ourselves out of here. Do you hear any red alert being called? I don't hear a red alert. We better get to work. There you go. Oh, Sylvia Fox. That seemed like a bad place to go. There you go. You're free. Oof, thank goodness, right? Okay, let's queue up more digging here and there. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go gas permeable tiles here and there. Looks like we kind of overpressurized the chlorine back through here. Oh, who's got the trench stench? Morton. That is the way of it. Okay, good. We got rid of our ladder over there, so now we can place down our hydroponic farm. And we've got our thermoregulators set up, which they are going to be wired right into here. Because I don't believe this circuit has anything on it at all. No, it does. What else is on this circuit here? Oh, this cooking area. You'd think I'd have all the cooking areas on the same circuit. In fact, we might just do that. How hard would that be to... Oh, they are on the same circuit, but they're also... Wait. Those take 240? Oh, they do. That's going to be too much to pull off of that circuit. That's the kitchen circuit. So we could pull off of, what's this one at? 960? Oh, because it's running 3 massage tables. This one is running 600 because it's powering, what? A gas pump down there. An algae deoxidizer there. A gas pump here that isn't on. Huh. Well, we might as well cancel this wire order for now. Let's try that again. Cancel wires. Thank you. Well, no, on second thought, we're going to need those wires there. We might as well go ahead and put them in. The thing we can cancel is we can destroy a section of the wire here because it's not going to be able to follow this route anymore. Or we could destroy those and put another power transformer right here. I mean, why not? We're swimming in electricity, right? That seems like the proper solution to me. And this way we'll have plenty of space on this circuit to add more thermoregulators should we need them. Oh, you know what else we're going to need? We're going to need water. We're going to need water pumped up from down here, and it's going to have to be in an insulated pipe because it's going to be very, very warm. So we're currently not transporting it in an insulated pipe, and that's partly why we're getting all this heat. So it might be time to redo these as insulated pipes. Let's look at our options here. Can we just lay these pipes over top and they'll be built, or... That appears to be the case. They let you do that with some things. I don't know if that's going to be the case with these insulated pipes over top of the old pipes. But we'll find out, won't we? Can I do a pipe bridge here? Oh, I can. That's wonderful. Let's stick with the igneous rock. No, we'll go back to the granite. There we go. One for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you. All right, and that's where we're going to wrap up the episode with all of that stuff built while we're waiting to see how it goes. The natural gas does not appear to be backing up, but I think this one can finally... Polluted oxygen, milligrams. Polluted oxygen, milligrams. We might have to face the reality that we will not be able to get the polluted oxygen out of here. And if we can't get the polluted oxygen out of there, we're simply going to have to... We're simply going to have to open the door and go in there and move the atmospheric switch down. Which it looks like that's what we're going to have to do. We're really not getting... Why did the pump stop? It should have been pumping non-stop. Yeah, we're not able to pull the milligrams of polluted oxygen out of those corners there. Son of a gun. That means, unfortunately, Unfortunately, we're going to have to go in there and place the atmospheric switch somewhere like there, with the wire connecting it here. And then that means we're going to have to deconstruct all here. Which means we're going to have to let people in the room to do it. But that'll be next episode. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a good time watching. As always, I've definitely had a good time playing and getting to share with everyone. Please come back next time as we hopefully get our oxygen system online before we run out of algae completely and have to chase more around. I think the bulk of it is done at this point. We really just need to get everything built, and we can do that by managing our priorities a bit further. But again, that'll be next time. Until next time, take care.